Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Naz Reid. And it's MP in at the 1 spot. And for the Spurs, Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the 3 slot. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. And one thing to note, MP has vocalized his desire to be the top rookie in this class. He wants to outdo his peers every time he's on the floor.
And I love that MP is walking into this league with his sights set high. But guess what? He's got his work cut out for him. When you look at the names in this rookie class, now we get to enjoy watching him chase his dreams here in the NBA. Good luck to MP on the journey.
All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, Kevin. As you know, there's still a lot of season ahead. We've got a couple of opposing rookies in this one. And I asked about tonight's matchup against a fellow rookie. MP told me he's made it a goal to prove that he's the best player in this class. He's got a lot of confidence, Kevin.
A ton of confidence, David. And that's something you got to have in this NBA. MP finds Reid. 6 to shoot. The 3 from MP. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
MP doing a great job letting the play develop, making the defense pick their poison.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And that one misses. And, guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
And throttling his power, Randle can hit that little soft shot with consistency.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Wembanyama, shooting 1.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Johnson. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Edwards. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Bailey. He takes it in, and the layup's good off the glass. Bailey's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Attacking with reckless abandon. MP going all out on that drive.
Paul, a screen on McDaniel. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
MP deciding where to go with it. That one goes. Count it. MP's got 9.
That is a play that is beyond his years. MP takes the contact and still gets it to fall.
Here's Castle, covered by MP. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Wembanyama passes to Paul. Wembanyama sets a screen for Paul. From downtown, Wembanyama, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
MP outside. Pass to Randall. A rebound by the Spurs. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Wembanyama passes to Paul. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Castle misses. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Nuggets.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
Wembanyama, a screen on it. And it's Paul missing. MP outside. From down in the low post, it goes. 11 points in the game.
A relative newcomer, but MP, let's just say he's not lacking in confidence.
Pass to Wembanyama. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that does it for the first quarter. Minnesota on top, leading by 8. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter. Both teams making substitutions here.
Be up on them. Don't let them breathe, all right?
Timberwolves leading by 11. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Randall out there with Reed. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's MP, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Spurs trail by 15. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
56 seconds left in the second quarter. MP fires from way outside. Kept alive. Randall from outside. Good on the triple. Randall's got 7 points in the game.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Paul passes to Vassell. Shoots the three. Johnson can't hit. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Reed with a screen for MP. Another miss by MP. And San Antonio shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. On the wing, Johnson. He's defended by Randall. Johnson can't hit.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Good if it goes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Right back after this break.
Well, to be honest, a good shot for one person may not be a good shot for you. Each guy on this team has to understand his limitation and play to their strengths.
Self-awareness, an important trait for those who are constantly trying to get better. And shifting our focus now, a breakdown of the injuries around the league.
And the fact that Irving's on the side.
And that is it for halftime, folks.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Johnson and Wembanyama make up a 4 in the 5. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. So that's how Greg Popovich starts the second half.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Wembanyama. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Wembanyama's got 11 points.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
And it became very clear very early, RJ, that Wembanyama is legit and a very special player. Generational.
You never know until those first few games, but it was immediate how different Wemby is going to be. He has already met those lofty expectations that we all had for him.
Timberwolves leading by 16. Driving the lane, and MP throws it down hard.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Paul finds Vassell. Back to Paul. Inside, here's Castle, and he lays it straight in.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. The drive by MP. And MP throws it down hard.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Randall grabs the board.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The shot's good.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Spurs trail by 20. Here's Castle. Target at the rim. Randall dishes to MP. To the paint. Randall outside. Pass to MP. Another miss by MP. And for the Spurs, they're shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Vassell outside. It's stolen by Edwards. Count the basket. Edwards got his first points of the game.
Oh, great work by Edwards to get up court in a hurry and get himself a bucket. Can't let those fast break opportunities get away.
You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison.
Vassell against McDaniel. Pass to Wembanyama.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Reed is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Bailey in at the point guard.
The young buck, MP taking off there.
To the inside. Wembanyama finishing the alley-oop.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Here's Bailey. Pass to Reed. Randall outside. MP left side. Inside. MP gets it.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Wembanyama up top. Guarded by Reed. Nice shot by Wembanyama, no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Pass to Edwards. And here's MP for 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Bailey's got 17 now, just in the second half. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Ball outside. Wembanyama with it. Shot left block. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Timberwolves leading by 11. Now MP. Down low. Randall. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Minnesota.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. That's a 2 from Paul. Rebound, Minnesota. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that about wraps it up. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Welcome in to the Jalen Murphy Show. I'm your host, Jalen Murphy. I know more about sports than you do.
That's debatable.
Watch your mouth, Russ. We got a great show for you today, starting off with a brand new segment, Trash Talk Do's and Don'ts.
Oh, I'll start. Don't tell people how to trash talk when you were seventh man with a rickety jump shot and the handle of a precocious fourth grader.
Okay. Do keep your mouth shut if you spent most of your career waving towels at the end of the bench.
You know what? You've been selling me short since college, man. How about this? We could have won a championship, but you looked me off to take a double-team 30-footer at the buzzer, buddy.
For the last time, Russell, you weren't open.
I was open.
Guys,
I was open. I was wide open.
Just, if I may, can I just say, wowzers. I'm so looking forward to learning from both of you. And more data is always important, even when it's something as unquantifiable as trash talk.
Shut it, Toby!
Okay.
Let's start the segment. Don't trash talk if you can't back it up. There's nothing worse than writing checks with your mouth that your game can't cash.
That's what I'm saying. Not only does it make you look like a clown, but it demoralizes your teammates.
You'd know all about demoralizing your teammates, wouldn't you, Russ?
Oh, you would like to think so, except that my basketball skills were so superior to yours my entire career that you couldn't even hold a candle to me, Jalen.
Guys, if I may, just to put some perspective on this, there are only 525 athletes in the NBA at any given moment. And FIBA estimates there are 450 million basketball players worldwide.
Wow.
Which means you're in the top 99.9% of players by just being in the NBA alone, which that's a pretty impressive stat, Jalen.
Toby.
Yes?
Enough.
Oh.
You already won the lottery by marrying my sister. There's no need to suck up to Russell like this. It's unseemly.
I'm not sucking up. I want to make sure everyone feels like they have value, and I'm just following the data and seeing where the facts lead. You know what?
Shut it, Toby.
Okay.
Do keep your trash talk about the game. We're all competitors here. But there's no need to bring up family, friends, or physical attributes. In other words, show some class.
Jalen, you literally just brought up my wife.
Yes, Toby, but I did it with class. And besides, this is television, not basketball. Anything goes.
Okay, then. That's how we stand on business.
Yeah,